Hey, I'm Angie Rose with Angie Rose Health Coaching, and I'm here today for your Monday Mojo, which is what? Your Monday motivator. I don't know about you guys, but I was so stoked. I was out on Saturday running errands, I had the window down in my car, and it was gorgeous and beautiful. Woke up Sunday morning to what? 5-6 inches of snow. Don't even know how that happened, but we are definitely in Nebraska and was so sad actually. So I know most of you guys are really getting excited about spring. Hopefully you guys are. Some of you guys, I know you have allergies and things like that. So you're kind of like, but those of us who have endured the winter, for you winter lovers, we are now ready for our season. I don't know about you guys. I'm in a couple pool groups and there are people all over the world in these pool groups, and they're already posting they're in their pool, like in Texas and Florida. And I'm like, you guys suck so much. That's what I want to say. But I'm happy for them that they get to enjoy that. So, all right. So what I want to do today is I want to motivate you guys a little and give you some quick charge energy. That's a long thing to say. Quick charge energy boosting tips. You know, for most of us, especially even after a day like yesterday where we kind of just, I don't know about you, but I just stayed at home. I rested, stayed indoors where it was nice and warm. When we come out to a Monday like this, we need a little bit of thought process, what's going to create some energy for us and boost us. So I wanted to give you 5 things that you can actually do to jumpstart your battery. Okay, so that's what's always fun about this, is going to give you 5 little tips. So now the first tip is to move your body. Now, I know even this morning for me, if you guys can tell, I have a little bit of a cold, and I really had a cold last week. I was not feeling getting up and moving my body this morning at all. I just wanted to take a hot bath and take my time. But I knew that if I got up and I started to move my body, it's going to actually release those feel-good chemicals. It's going to get my body energized for the day versus feeling lethargic all day. So the first energy charging, quick charge, energy boosting tip is get moving. Okay, I know most of us are at work by this point. Maybe you're watching this in the evening. Maybe you're watching this live. If you are, hello. But even if it is something as simple as getting up and walking around your office just for a minute or two, or walking to the restroom, or walking to get the mail, get up and move. It definitely gets things feeling better, and it's a quick charging energy booster. All right, the second thing is, of course, eating an energy-friendly diet. I don't know if you guys really think about this much, but do you think about what kind of fuel you're putting in your body and what it's going to do? Okay? Most of the time, for most of us, if we're not thinking about it, it's because we're feeding our emotions, or we're feeding boredom, or we're feeding whatever besides thinking about fueling. But what you choose to use to fuel your body absolutely makes a difference. Okay, so we want to get rid of those energy zappers, which is high sugar, very highly processed foods, things that are going to give you kind of a boost, but then they crash you. So start paying attention after you eat something. Within 20 to 30 minutes, how do you actually feel? Do you feel better or do you feel worse? So that's the second one. The third quick charge energy boosting tip I want to give you is drink water. I noticed this morning, as I said, I was feeling a little sluggish. Some of it's my cold that I have, but I realized that because I'm sick, I didn't drink a lot of water yesterday. I know that I was dehydrated. So this morning during my walk on my treadmill and while I was lifting weights, I was hammering the water down to try to really rebuild that up, because water actually gives you energy. Water is the fuel that goes into every single cell. Every cell. All your muscles, your brain, everywhere your body needs water. So if anything today, stop and take big gulps of water so that you are getting that in. I'm talking plain water, not necessarily pop or coffee that's been made in water, but I am talking about getting enough water in. Okay. The fourth tip is, I know it's cold out, but go outside for some sunshine and fresh air. Okay, I know right now it feels icky, but this afternoon I will make a point to get outside, walk to the mailbox, which is all the way at the end of the block, more or less. When you think about the buildings, it's about the size of a block. And even if I have to put my coat on, and when I walk, there are times where the sun is actually not even shining on the sidewalk, so I will walk out in the area where I can get a little sun, because that sun, once it hits our eyes, it like hits that place in our brain that just we feel awake and alive. Okay. And the last tip I want to give you today for a quick charge energy boost is to meditate or pray. Most of us get up, we get our coffee, and we start running full bore, and we don't give ourselves any time to pray or to connect with God and really set our day up well. Okay, so wherever you're at with that, whether it's a mindfulness of breathing, whether that is, for me, it's praying, absolutely praying and getting in the Word in the morning, at least for a few minutes, so that I know my brain and my energy is focused on positive and what God's plan is for the day, right? Versus Angie's plan, because Angie always has too big of a plan, and I just keep going. And there are times where I just need to have a little bit of rest or mindfulness or a little bit of breath. And I've really been working on this because honestly, even the breath, the breathing, I was listening to a teaching the other day, and for this new certification that I'm doing, that's something coming soon. I haven't shared much about, but it talks a lot about just breath work, or that word kind of gets a weird analogy to it, or a weird whatever, but God created our bodies to breathe. And when we take a few moments to breathe in and breathe out very deeply, it actually kicks in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is actually our stress reliever. It helps us to get out of go into slowing everything down and resting. So if anything, put a little timer on your phone where maybe once an hour it just goes off, and you take just a minute to breathe in through your nose, to breathe out through your mouth, and to pray or meditate and just talk to God for a moment and come back to a state of level and a state of peace. Okay, so those are the 5 tips that I would give you. I'm going to say them real quick. Move your body. Eat that energy-friendly diet. Make sure you're fueling yourself properly. 3 is get a big drink of water. I don't even care if you got to gulp it down to get a good glass in. Number 4 is go outside, get some fresh air. And number 5 is meditate or pray / mindful breathing. Take a few moments today and do good for your body. Your body is the only temple you get. It's yours, nobody else's, right? And you're the only one that can give it what it needs. So today, think about even if you have to start with one of those, start somewhere. Start thinking about what you're going to do in order to give yourself a little more energy by making good choices today. All right. So if you are hopping on today, I just want to throw on here, I am starting my 6-week group coaching program next week on Monday, called Paleo in 6. This is a 6-week, 1-hour class on Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m. The cost of that program is $249 per person. That will include the weekly meeting, private Facebook group, meal plans, exact teaching on how to implement clean eating, paleo eating into your lifestyle to help with gas and bloating and just energy, and help you feeling better and fueling your body properly. Exactly what we just talked about. So what's great about this is I call it Paleo in 6 for a reason, is because I'm going to give you 6 weeks to learn it. We're not going to hammer it into you overnight. Good morning, Miss Bobby. And so if this is something that you've been thinking, like, I really, really need to do something, but I don't know what I want to do, this is a great start to kick off your spring and really get you focused. So I will also throw the link on here. I did a video previous to this that's also on my page that has all the information and a little more detail. But I at least wanted to shoot that out at you. We have till Friday at 5 p.m. to get signed up, get paid. You pay right on the link. It'll lock your spot in. And we only have 20 spots, and several of those are already filled. So please join me, guys. I'm super excited for that. And like I said, you can learn more on the other video. I don't want to go over all of it again, but join me. Let's kick off spring together. I'm going to be doing it right with you and right along with you. This is actually the lifestyle of type of food plan that I eat more often than not, just because it helps keep me feeling at my best. Okay, so I love you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share, like, comment on the video to help pop it up in the feed. And I hope you guys have a blessed week filled with good energy, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And we'll talk to you guys next week.